Hi, I'm Rebecca Reisner, editor of the Bloomberg Businessweek Debate Room. Today we welcome Adam Caplan. He's the CEO of Model Metrics. Hi, Adam.
Great to be here, Rebecca. Thank you.
Thanks for helping us out here. Adam took part in a written debate, which you can read at bloomberg.com/debateroom. The subject is cloud computing, and Adam is going to enlighten us a bit. Can you tell us in very simple terms, what is cloud computing?
Sure. So cloud computing is any time you access anything over the internet as opposed to data, photos, applications, email being stored on your computer. So you just plug in and you have access to whatever you're looking for, but it's stored out on the internet, right? Not right there on your computer.
I see. And who actually invented cloud computing?
Sure. So cloud computing, the term is relatively new, but it's not a new concept. So companies like Amazon and Google and eBay started with consumer-based applications that became obviously very, very popular. The first really popular business cloud computing application was Salesforce.com, which was founded by Mark Benioff, which is probably about 12 years ago now. And that really spearheaded the adoption of business applications on the internet, which then became the cloud and not just consumer applications.
I see. Now, as a business person, say I'm at a small company and I have a need to store data, is that something I can do via cloud computing?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a lot of benefits of storing data out in the cloud and not, whether you're a large company or a small company, in your own data center. So one of the key benefits is security. So these large cloud computing companies, whether it's Salesforce.com or Amazon Web Services or Google, they have tremendous economies of scale. So they can build amazing data centers, amazing security. So your data is definitely safer there than trying to build your own servers, your own security, your own infrastructure, whether you're a bigger company or a smaller company. So there's a huge security advantage. And there's also just an innovation advantage. So instead of your IT department having to worry about keeping servers running, buying servers, upgrading software, keeping the lights on, if you will, you can really become far more innovative as a CIO or as a technology team at a company and actually deliver applications that are innovative and amazing and that really impress the business and deliver a lot of value, whether it's some cool mobile application, some iPad or iPhone application that just wows customers, as opposed to just worrying about keeping the lights on.
Okay, so there are kind of two uses. First of all, you could keep your data up there kind of in the cloud of the internet, as opposed to backing it up on a physical hard drive, which someone could actually come and steal. If it lives on the internet, nobody can steal the internet. And then applications, if you wanted something fun for your company or your iPhone, you can have an application that's stored in the cloud. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. So the data is out there on the cloud as well as the application lives out on the cloud. So you can access it from anywhere as a user. So I can access it from my laptop. I can access it from my iPhone or Android device. I can access it from wherever I'm traveling, from a kiosk. So there's a big benefit in terms of not having the data stuck in one place. That's a big advantage. And then, of course, security. And also, we like to say that cloud computing is democratic. So because you don't have to buy these huge servers and all the cost of maintaining them, really, cloud computing is great for any company, whether it's a Fortune 500 enterprise with hundreds of thousands of users or whether it's a small company down the street with 5 to 10 users. Cloud computing is usually, the charge is per user per month. And it's usually very sort of low cost relative to buying all this hardware. So it's very democratic. And whether you're a small company or a big company, you can leverage all these applications.
I see. So as far as what kind of companies need it, are there companies in certain sectors that would be more likely to need to use the cloud services?
Sure. Well, generally we see is it stretches across many verticals. Some of the verticals we see with the biggest adoption are life sciences companies, consumer packaged goods companies, insurance, lots of financial services. There's still some concern around government or very large federal agencies around just the security because the data isn't stored in your own building, that it's out there in the internet. So even though the security is proven and safe, government institutions are sort of the last to sort of join the party. But all other large businesses are really making a huge shift. And we actually found really over the past 2 years a tremendous shift in terms of large businesses really adopting aggressively cloud computing. So what we used to find 2, 3, 4, even 8 years ago is you might have a rogue department of a large business take advantage of some of these technologies, whether it's Salesforce.com or Amazon Web Services or Google. You might find a rogue VP of sales or a rogue business director in some other part of the company, and they do a project, and it would always have tremendous success, and it was low cost, and the business would absolutely love it. But usually the IT department may not even know about it because it was so easy to implement and so low cost, it sort of went under the radar. Now we're finding over the past couple of years, as the business started talking about how great this was, now IT and CIO and C-level, they're really starting to adopt from a top-down approach. So we're now having conversations with C-level people that we never had before, whether it's the CIO or CEO or head of sales or whatnot.
So if you're a CEO, you should start thinking about using the cloud and not just expect your IT people to urge you to do so.
Yeah, absolutely. I think when we have executive buy-in, it makes such a huge difference in terms of the adoption and success of these applications. And again, going back to what we were talking about IT really empowering the business, it's such a huge shift in terms of doing things that are infrastructure related, managing servers, et cetera, to doing really innovative applications, whether you're a medical device company and we're building some amazing iPad application for content management where you can pull up content on your device and wow a physician and change the entire customer experience. Really tremendous difference versus what IT did in the old day. And they can really become a hero to the business.
Okay, and that's what your company does. You help develop these applications.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So we work with companies in terms of sort of business requirements and whiteboarding, what's possible with the cloud, what could they develop, all the way through building the applications and supporting them and training people.
Okay, very good. Adam Caplan, thank you very much for being here. Anyone who would like to read the written debate can go to businessweek.com/debateroom and be sure to leave a reader comment to let us know what you think. Thank you.